she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. Hey, I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you, I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my...
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs. He's been an active player on their defense with 34 tackles this year. It's the Commanders and the Cowboys. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage. Well, what a fun battle this should be. Washington and Dallas, traditional rivals, underway here on Thanksgiving Day. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team to just score, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his second NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
Howell got the nod from Commanders leadership to be the team starter this year. A nice bump for last year's 5th-round pick. One start as a rookie.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So here come the Cowboys onto the field with excellent position to get things started. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Christian Watson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys stepped up. Something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Incomplete. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition is so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the turkey bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and grill and come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 11 carries, 87 yards.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Pollard again. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Rose. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Off the bootleg. Rose. They'll roll him out right. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's an early scrambler that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain play.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Aubrey good with the PAT. And it's now 21-0. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rose. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's...
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You talk about this Washington defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Well, let's face it, when you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, the feeling that you have among your team is that you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. Back to throw. Rose.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they take advantage of what looked like an unsure defense. They wind up getting 8 on 4th and 3.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now Achane on 1st and 10.
There for the tackle, Jacob Martin.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Off the play fake, Rose. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Christian Watson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Aubrey now for the point after.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first.
Powell.
Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. at the 45-yard line.
The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Here's Howell. He gets it to Thomas. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Faking the handoff. Howell. That's out wide here for Robinson. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Howell looking to throw again. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 80 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally...
Touchdown, Cowboys! Kevontae Turpin. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first half lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes this 35-0 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the counter, this is Robinson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. First down, and it's Pollard again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw. Rose. He'll complete this one to Watson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Throwing on first down. Rose, flush to his right. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first. Running right, it's Pollard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Achane gets it from the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Again, it's Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves him with third and still 9 to go. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Rose. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Extend their lead even further. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. And the Washington offense heading out. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes take things up and let's go because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And Howe will throw it. Man open is Robinson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Commanders.
On first down, Howe. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
A gain of 15.
With a play fake, and now here's Howe to throw it. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down, Washington.
It's Howe with another throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Now a second and 2. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now Howe. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. Second down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days in Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but...
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season. But some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy Thanksgiving once again from our gang here in Orlando.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Sam Howell and the rest of this offense running back out. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Robinson up the middle. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line.
First down, Commanders.
They'll go play action. Howell. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard.
Second and a yard at the 36-yard line.
Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And Washington's first down.
Throwing here, Howell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
At the 24-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one is pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Still going. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Washington ready to try again on offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Powell out of the shotgun. That one is slant to McLaurin. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
And once more, Howell back to the air. That's complete to Robinson. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., 56 yards. And the Commanders are able to at least get 1 score back. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And Brian Robinson finished things off with a touchdown grab. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And out now come the Cowboys. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Throwing to start the drive. Rose. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
On the double. Ready.
Off play action. Rose out to his left. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Pollard going to try the right side. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 125 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 10 more there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
4 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
Off the bootleg. Rose. He'll buy some time right. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Commanders 17.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. And we'll get another look now at Sam Howell in this Commanders offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Now they go play action with Howell. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on 2nd and long. Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Howell. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Howell. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And That's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson, a 22-yard scamper. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Offense back out there. We shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
At the 30-yard line.
On second down, it's Pollard. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Washington first down.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And down to the 41.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 152 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Come on.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Pollard again. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They work now on 2nd and 9. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll go. Achane. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
19 Tiger, let's go. Viking 18. 70 Lions.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Off to Thomas on the left side. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now Howell. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll run for it with Achane. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear?